the comeback player of the year from the Y Awards last night. Kyle Collins was back in Studio B. Kyle, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Okay, let's get right to it. Better moment last night, winning the comeback player of the year or being the #1 ranked power couple in no particular order at BYU with your fiance Shea Martinez.
Power couple. And the order was correct, so I appreciate that, guys. I saw a tweet, and you put Alexa Gray and Anson, and you put power couple.
So
I was a little disappointed in you.
No, they retweeted that from
No.
in December. It was December 29th. Dude,
Kyle's like, no, I want the love, man.
I'm just playing
We were
with you.
#1.
In December, I tweeted, is there a better power couple at BYU than those two? At the time, Shea didn't. When Shea won the 800 or was an All-American, that's when it happened.
Went up, yeah. She's carrying us.
You were elevated. She's got to carry the guy that averaged 2.9 turnovers a game, right?
Absolutely.
What did you think of that joke?
That was hilarious.
Yes! One of them worked. One of
That's a
them
good
worked.
Okay, all year, we get to evaluate and break down men's hoops, right? Now it's your turn to evaluate how we did at the Y Awards. Let's hear it, analyst Kyle Collinsworth.
How'd we do?
You guys did really well. But the only thing is just the length, but it's hard because there's so many awards.
The whole time or how much we talked?
No, just overall.
Okay.
It's just there's so many awards. By the time it's done, it just takes a while. But
Yeah.
That's just kind of the way it's set out with all those awards. So
That is
about-
honest feedback.
It's about 2 hours, yeah.
Well, thank you for
We
putting
got to
up
get
with
it down
us.
to 90. That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking.
90, I think 90 would be good.
Okay, we just showed the dancing from last night, and it was something else. # this is why, for sure. As you look at yourself.
You looked good.
For those on BYU TV, accepting the Y Award for Comeback Player of the Year. But there were some moments that got some really good laughs. How would you rate the dancing collectively at BYU, Kyle?
Very poor. I mean, not a lot of moves out there. But, it was a good time. But, yeah, it looks bad just overall.
I think it screams BYU. Whatever, we know what we are. We're not the dunk champs of the world. We're not the dancing champs of the world.
True.
We do some things well. Dancing might not be one of those things. That's okay. You win Comeback Player of the Year, and I really liked your speech. Can you give some people an idea of kind of what you said last night?
Yeah, well, just talking about whenever you get hurt like that, an injury, you just have to have people that believe in you, because no one believes in you that you're going to come back. It's the odds are against you. The question is, will he ever be the same? And I set the goal to come back and be better, and I had to have people around me that believe in that all the time. I call it my circle of people. I keep it small, and I keep it, I have my people I go to and I trust, and those people were with me the whole way. And Bob was the centerpiece. I was literally with him 4 to 5 hours a day during the spring and summer, and we made it happen. He told me every day that you're going to come back better. He told me like 3 or 4 times a day, and we stuck at it, and it happened. And
What a difference a year makes.
Amazing.
I don't know if you remember, we had a conversation before the Y Awards last year when you were on crutches, like during rehearsal or run-through.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about the initial stages of your recovery, and you told me at that point, like, dude, I'm going to be back, man. I'm going to be back. And you were the Comeback Player of the Year.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is Bob and I were able to get into a good routine where every day I'd wake up and I knew exactly what I had to do, and we did that so consistently. We didn't miss a day except for Sunday, and we were at it. In 6 months, I was back playing. So,
Did you feel 100% at any point this season?
Yeah, I think towards February, March, I started to feel good. And, with the knee, and they said it would happen, there's times, like, unfortunately, the last game, I was having some scar tissue tore and kind of swelled up and a little sprain and stuff.
Which is very painful from what I understand.
Very painful, and it kind of sends, like, to your brain, did I just tear it? What just happened? Am I going to tear it? So that whole last game, I was just like, geez, I want to play. I want to give it my all, but I also don't want to tear my knee and go through this again. So it was just a tough mental battle that last game. But, I'm excited to rehab even more, get stronger, get better. And my main focus this offseason is, for my body's quickness, is getting quicker.
So with the awards and the accolades piling, and not just at the Y Awards, which is kind of an inner circle thing here at BYU, but an AP All-America honorable mention. You got the 6 triple-doubles. You're a Lute Olson All-American. When you hear those things and you see those awards coming in, what do you feel inside? Do you just kind of put like, yeah, that's just part of the gig, or what's going on in your mind?
Sometimes it's funny because you set these goals to do all these things, and then when it happens, you're like, huh, that's cool. But I try to take time and really appreciate what I've done. Not as like, ooh, look at me, but just like inside, appreciate all the hard work and take a couple days and, go out and eat and celebrate. Just do something, because if you don't celebrate, if you don't appreciate it, then why do you do it? So I
have to enjoy the moment, right?
Exactly.
Validating. Right?
Exactly. So I try doing that. I feel like that's a lost art, is people want something and then they get it, and it's like, okay, on to the next thing. So I try to take a moment and then regroup, set goals, and get back at it.
Enjoy the moment, and that's why I liked this season. I thought that there were a lot of great moments, and they were enjoyable. Your free throw percentage was plus 16% this year. Can you give us an idea of what went into that improvement?
A lot of free throws. Just the same thing, like a lot of doubt. He'll never be a good free throw shooter. It's the same thing. Like, I take that. I have a lot of pride in what I do, and so if people say that, I'm a guy. I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna work hard, and I did. I'm gonna continue to shoot better and get up in the 80s for this next year.
Your brother made a great point when you eclipsed, or I guess when you notched your 6th triple-double. He said, I love so much that he did it at the free throw line. It couldn't have worked out better. And talking about enjoying the moment, like, it seemed like you really enjoyed that moment. That was one of my favorite experiences for any sport all year, was watching you kind of soak that in the West Coast Conference tournament.
Yeah. Yep, because it is true. Free throws were something I struggled at, and I had to hit that free throw to get that record. So it's kind of ironic, and it's super cool. Just a cool feeling.
What are your plans related to the NBA draft?
Right now I'm just not really thinking about any of that. I'm just working out, and we'll see from people here, get feedback, but right now I'm just relaxing, trying to get better. I'm in the weight room a lot, trying to get stronger. So not really thinking about that, but getting feedback, and we'll see.
What's the date you have to either take your name officially in or out? In a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, I think so. But
is that something you would like to pursue, as evaluation of where you'd maybe fit in?
Yeah, of course. You always got to keep your options open. Disadvantage I have is mission. You're older. I mean, not much you can do.
You old man, Kyle.
Yeah. You go 2 years on the mission.
What are you, 23?
Yeah.
So old.
Yeah. But 21 in basketball years, is what I like to call it, because, you don't really play. But so I always keep my options open, but the main thing is just getting better. No matter what happens, I'm just trying to get better this offseason.
Well, listen, priorities, man. Power couple on the top of that list, right?
Absolutely.
The number one power couple in no particular order, though Kyle says it was in the right order.
We got the order right.
At BYU. Kyle, great to talk to you again. Congratulations on everything.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.